Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that The instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
I know a way out! Professor!
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin. You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. Revelio! I suppose some introductions are in order.
Already knew that. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Revelio.
Kitchen floor with my cousins. Not the same here in the courtyard.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
What do you think about it?
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous.
Nice to meet you.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
I haven't met any of my
Good morning. I trust you. Now, in line. After. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio. Revelio.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the
Revelio.
quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Protego!
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to it. And I'd...
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become... Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded.
He did, Professor.
He's been my suspect.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to...
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the...
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use and...
Yes, Professor.
And we'll see.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you... Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's...
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not...
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead, and she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster.
Understood, Professor.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid it, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we... Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful.
Now, you'll enjoy...
Way to learn how to fly a
Revelio. Nothing beats a leisurely evening flight.
Revelio.
I've no doubt that Black will be remembered as the worst headmaster Hogwarts has ever seen. No ability to have a reform.
Revelio.
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say
Don't all my students with a step. I'm doing this job.
Case things.
Let your opponent decide to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner.
L-am zdrobit pe ăsta, ești nebun.
Give as good as you get.
L-am zdrobit tot.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad.
If what I've seen today is any, I demand excellence. A classroom duel is one thing.
Understood, Professor.
So, again, well done. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is just...
Nice work.
I enjoyed.
Well, that duel.
It was certainly good.
Practice. Didn't expect it. Then again.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be quiet if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, you just have to be clever enough not...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Perhaps somewhere... Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. Till next time.
Levioso.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Watch it.
What are you doing?
Revelio.
He has a brand new game. Just beware the open flame. I've always said that travel
Bă, dar unde
broadens
ești, mă, ești nebun la cap? E sus de tot. Ma câte etajere stăm, vă rog?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Ok. Băi, cred că m-am urmă, nu? Verilor.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres, and that's it! Not to worry. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. Excellent control happens to the best. Very good! Don't lose your composure. Very good! Points to slip. But there's certainly no Miss Onai. Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Not to worry.
Ah, ok, am înțeles, am înțeles.
Watch this. Do not be let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
That's it! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. Phew.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Watch this. Yes! Brilliant. Here we go. There we go.
Accio.
Splendid! Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good. Took me weeks to be... Took weeks for...
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu. My mother received an offer to teach divination. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway up.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much. I remember the first time I saw it, and then it just materialized before me.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Until next.
Of course, you can use
a word, if you would.
If
you
you're
wanted...
so inclined.
I did.
Well...
What, Char? You did well.
Thank you, Professor.
Miss Onai. Now, Professor Weasley has... Expect to hear from...
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves? Where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Fight, fight! It's a bold attack!
Off on another adventure, are we?
Minister of Flack!
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
Accio.
Minister Flack! She says it's a boot, and it says it's a flag!
You'll get us all detention. Do you think it's possible
Nu sunt
to
supărat.
spend time with any of the merpeople on the lake?
When Howin said draw a thestral, how was I to know you don't draw it next to a deck?
What about the room, Professor?
I trust...
They did. Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details.
Nu
mentioning
știu ce a
only
zis.
That's...
Mă joc Harry Potter, mă, nu știu ce a zis.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time.
Băi, nu mă joc, că mai mă joc puțin și pe aia mă să-i cumpăr lui Fimea niște Adidas.
We've arranged.
Thank you.
Jucăm mai încolo.
And Mr. You've
Știi ce zic?
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
Trebuie să-i dea să mănânce și astea
Most
și
people are familiar with the shop in
să mă
Diagon
să-i cau
Alley.
niște Adidas și ceva.
We're fortunate. Mr. Ollivander is a
Ce zici, mă,
genuine
Andrei?
craftsman. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard... Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they
Nu m-am
rarely
mușcat aseară,
sell
că nu mai aveam
recipes.
chef, mă durea capul mă
Professor
alea.
Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get...
Very well. Perhaps
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Once you've finished, Professor Roan, no time to wait.
I once flew to Ipswich and back. Yes, I did. Don't look at me like that. I've seen all the malls. Every one of them. They
La unde e mă cufăr aici, băgăm meș.
Ah, there you are.
You have...
Hai mă că m-ați nebunit să mor aici.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
Reparo.
Such experience.
Reparo.
I'll start on the task right
Accio.
away, Professor.
Vă fac de-astea de vreți voi.
Revelio! This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you.
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoils, I wanted to make some new friends. My gobstone. Are you familiar?
Vorbesc ăștia de nebunezi, mă.
Sounds like a fun challenge.
People can be so Imelda, and now those.
Sounds as if you caused the smelly situation and they responded.
I didn't make the rule. Anyway, I don't think.
Anyway.
I'll see what I
Haide
can...
mă, dați-vă în bara bine de aici. Find Zenobia cobblestones.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Păi și de unde se ia eu ăsta cold ăsta? Băga mea și pula în ăsta. Mă bag și în răsei.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Professor?
They are meant to give... Good luck.
Nu știu ce să astea mâncați aici, cură tău, Doamne. Penny are hidden around the castle in the... Păi și cum o găsesc asta ideea?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio!
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Ia să vedem, găsim și noi un cufăraș. Găsim un baramuc.
I'm not looking forward at all.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Accio.
De pula mea era, mă, băga mea și...
Revelio.
Nu fi aici. Uite-l, uite-l. Uite-l.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio, 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 Accio. Where the... Păi și eu cum ajung aici?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Cred că trebuie să cobor să-mi dau pula.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Da, young friend.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Hop! Ia uite, vorule, pentru rege s-a deschis scările astea. Da.
Auzi, băi, Barusane! Hai, joacă-te acolo.
Zi-mă că te aud.
What are you up to now?
Ce? Păi nu o bagăm
I'd
așa
better keep an eye
că...
on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio, Accio.
Păi, dar nu știu cum să activez astea, gen, de ce mi-apar așa și cum le activez.
Levioso, Lumos, Accio.
Lumos, Leviosa, Gargaroza. Leviosa.
I haven't slept well for ages. I miss my pillow from home. What? Nothing wrong with that.
Și ce ai tot pe aici?
Revelio, Accio.
Nu-i. Uite.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Nu știu astea de aici, ce
Travel
cu astea.
broadens the mind.
Poate nu reprezenta nimic, nici nu știu să-mi bag. Să trăiești, patroane! Beau un ciuca, 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 ciuca. 19, 23, nu înțeleg. Dar e și real jocul ăsta, e nebun? Adică... Ne mai arunc și noi motoră de aia. Mai zburăm și noi. Cu motorica. Dacă ta castelul să nebunească ăștia dacă te minți.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
I hope
Pe
you've had
unde
more
e?
luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Accio. Brilliant.
Am prins.
Revelio.
Mă apare un semnul întrebării și nu știu de ce un clopoțel.
I hope you've had more luck than I
Haideți
did
să
tracking
mai
down my
vorbim o dată,
gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia.
Zenobia, yes, yes of course, haide
Of
miss, of
course,
course.
they are.
Oh, how wonderful. Now that I have all...
Wonderful,
I'm sure they will.
wonderful.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together, laughing as all the... Very well.
Hădeți arlinți. Good. Păi și complet side relationship quest. Ce ar trebui să fac? Să urmez pe asta? Professor choose visit.
Revelio.
right.
Thank you. Well, it's their own fault for saving it, and then letting it grow fond of them.
What else were they supposed to do with it? It's a crow. I'm sure your parents would have done the same thing.
Yes. I'm sure they didn't expect it to become tame.
Anyway, I don't see the concern. They have a friendly crow that won't leave them alone. What's the harm?
The harm? They say the bird's walking across their front path 20 times a day. They're at their wits' end.
Awful.
What's so dire about a barrage of omens? They might be good ones.
You know very well that my mother is Muggle-born. She has different beliefs than us.
Oh, and what's her belief about the crow?
That it's waiting for newly departed souls to leave the house. She's afraid to step out the front door.
Dreadful.
Absurd. Surely they can lure it away with a few earthworms.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll tell her that.
Not got an irrational fear of earthworms, has she?
Oh, that wouldn't be good.
Are you always this dramatic about everything?
What?
As bad as Ronan with your theatrics.
Oh, she's far worse than Ronan.
I am not. I'm simply feeling sorry for the crow.
Aduce asta să nu asta e puțin jos.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hogwarts has brought me.
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet. Accio! Revel. I should come back to this another time.
There's always someone snoring in our door.
Revelio! I don't... Best to come back.
All of my siblings have finished at Hogwarts. Nice to be here on my own.
Revelio.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Hello?
Oh, hello. Everyone thinks I'm utterly... If I know Hogwarts and...
If I have the time.
I've been... Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery. Well...
Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
Levioso!
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio!
Now, is it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Accio! Revelio!
Is Lower Hogsfield still dealing with that nasty goblin?
Accio!
Oh, there was something else too. A dash of powdered bat spleen, I think.
Revelio!
It must be difficult to live in those remote. Revelio! Rumor has it that
Accio! Revelio! Accio! Levioso! Lumos! Levioso! Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it. Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Revelio! Protego! Revelio! Accio! Accio! Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Așa, mami. Mai durează la tine? Stai acolo așa. Nu faci așa, cazi, mami. Cazi, poponeasă. Ia uite.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Lumos. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Accio. Revelio.